So I know a lot of you guys follow me on Instagram, you follow me on Twitter. I was sharing this trade that I took yesterday on Bitcoin a lot because I think it fit what we would call an A1 entry almost perfectly. And the patience that I was able to apply to this trade is, I think, the biggest takeaway for you guys as the viewers, you guys as trying to learn from this. So let me break down the whole thing for you. So if we go back, again, today is Friday the 19th. I'm going to always, of course, when I'm looking at Bitcoin, just click on my ASFX indicator, turn off the Asian range lines just because they're a little funny for Bitcoin. If you look, to start this week, Monday into Tuesday, back here, we built bullish divergence on the bottom. Wednesday. That bullish divergence, I thought, gave us the bottom that we were going to use to move higher Thursday and into Friday. So you see Wednesday, there's the bottom, higher low here, higher low here, higher low here, higher low here. So it starts to form this wedge that you can see I have drawn with my white lines. And that wedge going into last night, I thought was going to break out and continue to the upside. However, as you can see, it does not. It breaks to the downside and continues lower. Now that bottom is really the only level that I was watching to see if we could hold above, that 58,800 level. As this started to make its move lower, however, and break that wedge to the downside, I had an entry signal present here at about 6:45, 7 o'clock in the morning yesterday, which was Thursday. It comes off the 50 EMA, off the 21 EMA, and at the time, the RSI value was proper to make it an A1 entry. That A1 entry was where I took my position short, riding that Bitcoin trend. What I was doing, even though I thought it could move higher, like I just told you last night, because the 8 and 21 EMAs had crossed down right here last night, where my red cursor is, that cross down set up the idea that we would continue to see this move lower. Even though I was biased based on my stupid technical lines, my diagonal lines that I don't really like, that bias was long. Once we shifted, crossing those EMAs, and we moved lower under the wedge, the bias to stay short comes in. So since we have the 8 under the 21 EMA, as it pulls back to the 50, that's where I'm looking at this and I'm saying, okay, I would want to be short here with a stop just above that structure point. I actually used this pin right here just to give it more space. And I was like, I'm going to hold this trade as long as the 8 stays under the 21 because I know this can pick up steam and move very quickly. Now, there's a little volatility here to start the trade. As you can see, it pulls back almost to my stop loss and then comes back down holding the 21. As long as it holds the 21 and the 8 EMA doesn't cross above the 21, I still was going to hold this trade short. That's how I ride short-term trends. And as you can see, it picks up really nicely yesterday to the downside. Now, this was Thursday. So remember that divergence was Monday into Tuesday. The wedge was Wednesday. Thursday night, it does that shift. Thursday morning, I take the entry. And then last night, Friday night, you can see it actually pushed a little bit lower. So from my entry, it fell almost 6.5%. We're getting a little bit of a bounce here today as it's coming back up towards the 200. If you take a look, I have almost the entire trade closed. Oh, Jake's coming in right now, so let's wrap this up. I have almost the entire trade closed. So with that being said, my stop loss is locked up here at my entry, and I'll probably hold this into the weekend. I definitely will. My stop is way up here at like 59,300. I would let it sit here at the 200 EMA today and come down over the afternoon today, holding it over the weekend, and then hopefully into Monday as well. That's kind of my idea. And if it comes up, stops me out in profit, can't lose any more money. I already bagged profit on this trade. Most of it was closed down here yesterday. But it's a simple A1 breakout off that 50 EMA. That's where I'm looking to take the trade. I'm holding the trade as the downshift runs, and I'm just piecing myself out of it at R multiples all along the way. Any questions on this? Let's bring Jake in here.